How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all having a fantastic, wonderful day. We're gonna be jumping right back here into some more Project Nope Zone. Alrighty. What do you call a monkey in a minefield? Baboom. Alright. So, our jetpack should be charging up. Our base is or is not chunk loaded. It is. So that's great there. We've disconnected this guy. So that's all good. We do need food of some sort. So, not nose, maybe over ha. We have leather, which is great. All right, I'm not seeing much in the way of food there. Not seeing too much there. All right. Looks like it's gonna be rock candy. Rock candy it is. Let's go ahead and get 12 of those. With perhaps some sticks. There we are. Go ahead and boop, get that going. Do apologize. I know it's been a few days, but life and what have you would be the reasoning there. Go ahead and do that. I've got another pair of boots. And that looks like it. Yep. Okay, that. And that guy there. So, how's our jetpack looking? Cannot tell. We're up 1 million on it. It may not be a bad idea to expand our windmill power generation to charge that jetpack quite a bit more. In order to do that, we're going to need these sails. We're also going to need this, which requires these, and the is it the dynamo? Yes. Oops. The kinetic dynamo. Now, these other dynamos don't. We're gonna need mechanical crafters if we want to make gears. We could do that. We're at a point that we can do that. Compression, Sterling, magmatic. We could make those. But for now, let's go ahead and make another one of these. That is a copper, which we may or may not have. We have a copper, and I think it's a couple of iron plates, if I remember right. Yes it is. Let's go ahead and get this down. There. Okay. Using that jump boost. So there's another one of those. We're gonna need More vacuum tubes, more than likely. We have 2. We only need 2, so we do not need any more vacuum tubes. Let's get 8 of those. We will make another. We got some gold there. Pretty sure that was useful for something at some point. There's our red alloy, which we need for this guy, and then we need a couple of more iron plates here. So let's go ahead and get those. Easy enough. And then it's this, and our vacuum tubes. That and that. There's our iron coil. So now we just need a whole bunch of copper. We need a total of 8 for this guy. Let's go ahead and make that. And then it's just some sticks, which we already have on us. We're going to need 8 of these, which shouldn't be too bad at this point. Let's find where our buckets are. There's some right there. Getting plenty of coal coke for the future. Then do we have any planks? There's some tree wood planks right there, actually. As a matter of fact, we have some right there. Okay. We're gonna need these as well. Our copper should be done. Need to go ahead and plate those up. And then gonna need a few of these. I'm not exactly sure the number here, so it's actually for each blade we need a craft of these, which means we're gonna need 32 sticks. And we're a little short there. Go ahead and grab that out. Get a couple more buckets here. There's that. There's that. $32 sticks. Then it's something like this. Okay. Eight of those. There's our windmill. We can go ahead and wire these up. Do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. That guy. It's this and what? 2 iron. 2 redstone. There's our kinetic dynamo. There's our windmill. Next question is going to be whether or not I can stack these on top of each other. And I have no idea if that is allowed. But we will try it. We want... Okay, the red dot on the side. Like that, perhaps? Yes. Will it allow me to place this on top? Nope. Nope. The answer would be undoubtedly no on that one. Not too surprised. Not too surprised. I just wasn't sure how it would treat that situation. Now we have our answer. Let's go ahead and get that going. Grab that also. All right, let's assume that it needs to be 5 above the other one. So this is the same level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Let's assume it needs to be here, which would be this block. We want to place it like that. And like that. Is that going to start spinning? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So now, go ahead and get this guy on the back. And then an LV coil. I'm assuming it's going to remember there we go. So we're eking out a little bit more power just with that alone. Now we are going to have to get a lot more hemp. This has a gain of 3. These have a gain of 3 also, so then we might as well use these. And also, if I grab this, take this off, put bone mealer. Oh, I can't afford bone mealer, apparently. Okay. Guess I can put haste on. Slightly more efficient. Slightly more efficient on that. See, I just randomly attempted to place a torch somewhere, it looks like. Go ahead and go to sleep here. Okay, the game crashed, exception in server tick loop. Just from right-clicking the hemp. Just from right-clicking the hemp. Now we're gonna have to boot it back up. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Bum, 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 bum. That'd be pretty crazy if it just keeps crashing in a loop. Who knows? It may happen. It may not. We'll find out. Boom, 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 boom. So normally I do all this before the stream, so that way you guys don't have to wait through this. Why does Norway have barcodes on their battleships so when they get back to port, they can Scandinavian? Okay, and that time it just worked fine. That time it just worked fine. Who knows? Who knows what caused that? The world may never know. And we will need quite a bit of this. If I had the XP to put Bone Mealer on, that sure would make this whole situation a little bit faster. For sure. Hunger. Don't think I really care about hunger much. Getting some weird lag spikes going on. Not sure what's up with that. Put our armor away. Take our totem that we don't necessarily care about, put it in our bag. Take our mob drops, put them in there. Maybe I should have made this one more tall. Just so I didn't have to dodge around all this stuff. In fact, if we do that, it might be a little bit easier to walk through here. Apparently my computer's doing some crazy shit. Okay. Thought it was gonna pop up and tell me something, but it just paused the game and didn't tell me nothing. That's fun. That's fun. Let's go ahead and... yeah, nothing crazy is running. Just making sure. Making sure. Closing out of anything that I can. I don't know. I don't know what's causing all this. I don't know what's causing all the craziness tonight. Boom. 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 Is there a magnet that we can get Not without an Ender Pearl or Botania. I'm pretty sure these use mana in order to work. That one doesn't exist. That's a lens. Magnetic modifier. Hitting things attracts nearby items. Of course, then there's the backpack, which also require ender pearls, which we can't get until we get a chicken. Or we scout the nether. I mean, that's also a possibility. I've not ruled that out. Okay. Go ahead and take these. Do a little bit of that. That's like that. Thought we had one already on us. That makes me curious. I could have swore we had one extra. We have some tough fabric there. But I could have swore we had an extra tough fabric. It's not on the windmills. I might be wrong. So what's gonna be our win con to get that up there? Probably this. And then if we take some of this, just run around. We take some of this and we do this, that, not that. This, and then 2 of those. Apparently we had ladders already. Sure. And then we're gonna grab these. Okay, we cannot go on the outside there. If we come up here, get to about here, start putting sails on, then ladders. By no means, yeah, I was gonna say, by no means is that gonna go well. There we are. That allows us access up and down. Do that. Okay. A little bit of that. This guy's gonna get the heart, the gunpowder, the essence. Looks like that's probably those as well. Then our pants go in our armor chest. And now we collect some more hemp. Looks like going on the outside is a little bit better. Bow. Okay, let's see where that takes us. $13. Gives us 2 more sales. There we are. How's our jetpack looking? We're up to 2 million already. A lot faster than it took us to get the first million. Probably about twice the speed if I had to guess. But not exactly twice the speed, a little bit less. Alrighty. Grow some crops, grow some crops, grow some crops. Up to 54. Running at normal speed seems so slow now. There we are. Boost that power just a little bit more. We're up to, I think this is showing us that we're at 59 FE per tick. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's the case. I feel like that's a lot better than the other options that we have currently. Definitely better than the options that we used in the last world. Alright. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, up to over a stack of hemp. Go check out where that puts us. Woo! We're definitely gonna need more sticks. Need 1, 2. Only 2 more? 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Need 3 more, so then 2 more after this. To fill out our windmill. Uh-oh. Okay, that was just chance. No, there's something blocking our hopper, isn't there? Yep. We're going to need to get a drawer upgrade for lapis. And we might as well go the emerald route. Might as well go the emerald route. There we are. It's literally only 2 emeralds. Okay. I'm just checking. Not sure if I've made upgrades as of yet. Trim. Okay. Give me this. Give me 1 of those. Do this. And is it just sticks? Yes it is. Whoop. And then more sticks. But just the right amount of sticks that we currently have. We do this, that, and that. Boom. We save that guy for later. We go to our lapis and we upgrade it. And that should just about get everybody back flowing properly. Which is fantastic. The cobblestone, I don't think we have a need for. Boom. Ethereum going there. Now we are going to need more hemp. Let's get on the outside again. That just makes the collecting process a little easier. All right, let's go see where that puts us. So currently, we have 4 tough fabric. We need at least 2. We need at least 2 to finish off 1 sail. And now, I need 1 more after that. Which means we need 6 more tough fabric. Which means we need a little bit, just a little bit, more hemp. In fact, that might get us where we need to be. Boom. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Let's go get this guy back on here. So now that is another complete windmill. Absolutely done. Which means we are actually charging this jetpack twice as fast as before. Let's go ahead and go check on, see if there's any animals down here. A chicken. A chicken would be lovely. There's just more dogs? Is there just dogs? I don't need dogs. I already have 2 here. Looks like dogs to me. Okay, why? We're in a meadow. We're in a meadow. Why is it just a bunch of dogs? I don't think you can look at spawn biome any, light level any. If only it was the feathers that we actually needed right now. But it's not. It's actually the eggs that we need. Light level and biome in. I don't know if there's a specific Y level that chickens need. What Y level for chickens Minecraft? In Minecraft, in the overworld, in grassy, above grass walks with 2 blocks of free space. They don't spawn in deserts, meadows, and some other biomes. So, chickens will not spawn in meadows. Okay. Well, I'm glad I looked this up when I did. I wish I would have looked it up sooner. I will never get a chicken to spawn here, because they don't spawn in meadows. Even though it says biome mini. Okay. Which means excuse me. I do apologize. I need to find another biome. They don't spawn in meadows. We know they don't spawn in rivers. Lush caves? I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. More meadow. Oops. 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 This is why I want the jetpack. We're up to 3 million. Cover off. Dripstone caves. Lush caves. Meadow. So where is not a meadow? Meadow. We're apparently still in a meadow. I've apparently been here, but I didn't collect everything. Like a silly goober. Like a silly goober. Didn't even collect everything. Also, these skeleton skulls will be handy in the future as well. So this is now in the Dripstone Caves, according to the map. I'm just also not sure how much I should trust the map either. Old growth birch forest. Old growth birch forest. Go ahead and quick stack the chests. Wouldn't it be awesome if Creative Flight was in here? Somewhere. Power Stare, Jump Boost, Resistance, Strength, Jump Boost, Step Assist. Step Assist, Power Stare, Haste. Rip. Rip. Okay, let's go ahead and... give me the chance cube here, I guess. And then we'll stack this. Move that. Grab all this. Do that. Do this. Do that. That. A little bit of that. Okay. Unfortunately, we still have yet to find any ender pearls. It would be awesome if we could. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Okay, this is old growth birch forest. I don't know. So this is normal forest. I'm assuming a normal forest, we can get some chicken spawns. That is an assumption, and we all know what assumptions do. I just want to make sure that I indeed have not gotten flight. Okay, we have not. I need something. Maybe the saddle. I just wanted something I could put there. Okay. We have normal forest here. It looked like something fell off. Light that up too, I guess. Go, might as well check this one. Not really sure which one was closer at this point. Another skeleton skull, love to see it. Got a lot of barrels up there. I do know cobwebs are useful. I don't particularly remember why. I just remember them being useful. We are running out of space very quickly in the old backpack. A minigun. Will receive is doubled, but the sheep takes damage. Huh. That must be modded. I've never seen that before. Night vision's nice. Don't really care about those other ones per se. Power stare, hunger, fertility. Night vision, hunger, blah blah blah. Problem is these don't stack. Light, magnetize is nice. Magnetize is nice. What's the 17? Can I? Oof, so close. So close. Just not quite 14. I think that's current highest. Let's grab some of these. This is 17. I cannot equip it. Correct. 20. Definitely can't equip that either. Power stare. 26. That ain't happening. Okay. Night vision's gonna be high. 14 actually. 14 only. I'll equip night vision. Pretty good. Pretty good. Then let's do a slash home. We'll drop off some of the loot, y'all. I need to grab armor bits out, tools out, saddles out. There we are. There we go. Not sure what's in my inventory now, but it's fine. That's another tool. We're gonna need to also create another leveled up chest. So that way we can put all of our ability totems into it. Don't think it's this. Pretty sure this is glass. Pretty sure I don't have glass. Oh. Well, ain't that something? Okay, give me 4 more sand, please. There's a diamond chest. All right, let's put some stuff back. All right, let's start grabbing out ability totems. I really need something. All right. We will calculate the horse armor as armor. What else? What else? What else? We have a something for gems. Where are we putting our gems here? This is just random loot, I guess. What's in here? Okay, let's take this more common stuff out. We have some tools in there. They shouldn't be in there. Put our common stuff away. Thought I had a space for leather. I guess not. You can be leather. All right. See, the problem is we just have so much randomness. So much randomness. So we're also gonna fill up this chest. Okay, common stuff again. Do another sweet pumpkin seed. That's nice. The rotten flesh, string, redstone, nether quartz. Come on down. I don't have a drawer for nether quartz yet, apparently. String. I was gonna say I should have some in here. We'll say the sky slime stuff there can go there. Inferium, wheat, torches. Charcoal, beetroot. And then this stuff. Mutton, cobwebs, arrows for sure, industrial hemp. Bread. I think that's what we were eating before. Cobwebs go in cha. Hot flesh goes in da. Mutton. Let's go ahead and put these in there. Also want to grab these out. Okay. This goes in there. The hemp seeds go in there. The hemp. Cobblestone coal. Mana steel, mana in a bottle. Take our dirt and put it in there. The crafting table, the chests. I think we already have one copy of the Lexica. We do. I think we only need one copy, to be honest. If I'm being honest, we probably don't need 5 copies. Thanks, though, anyway. Chance cubes. There we are. We have some gems here. Gapples. Wheat. Gold, gunpowder, bones, beetroot, melon. That can go there. Gold can go there. Bones and gunpowder there. This guy can go in there. Same with the name tags and the music disc. And then the barrels can go in there. Alright, let's do a slash back. Okay. And I think we already got all the skulls. That's all looking good. I almost died because I didn't realize I fell off the edge. But it was almost too late. Yeah, I believe this is the one I was looking at. This is a spider spawner. That's different for once. Not much loot in this one. That we care about right now. But if we need to farm up spiders, we can always come back. And I did see another one over there. That might be one we've already looted. I'm not sure. If I bring up the map, zoom out, there's a strong likelihood we've already looted this one. But we can go check it out anyway, just in case. Maybe not. Guess not? Okay. Conduit, jump boost, fire resist, speed, glowing night vision, blah, 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 blah. Most of this we do not need. but we grab it anyway because we're greedy. And just in case. Not sure if a soul lantern is useful. Ignores light? That could be useful. Okay, we got one over here also. We got spiders again. Okay. No upgrades or inventory counts. Okay. And you cannot put backpacks inside backpacks without a specific upgrade. Won't lie, the spider ones seem to be a little bit of a letdown. I don't know what that is. We didn't see that in our last world. We did not see that in our last world, that's for sure. Squids! What is this? Oh, it's a meteorite. No! Okay, we got a couple there. That might be useful. Okay. A block of fluix. Catch my breath. Got the engineering press and some Certus quartz, as well as a bow. I think this might be the first time I've ever seen glowing squid also. I can't get down like they can. Dang squid! Quit falling! Quit falling! They're all falling down! Just wanted a glow squid, dang it. Yes, okay. Oh, okay. Apparently I was falling and I didn't realize it. That's fine. That's okay. I was a little bit too busy typing. Anyway, let's get the old jetpack off here. Put the chest plate back on. That might be the same chest plate, may not be. Not 100% sure on that. It is time for our first break here, guys, so if you'll bear with me for 5 minutes, feel free to grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. If you are new, the reason why I have to take my breaks is because I have a back issue. So every now and then I have to get up and stretch and walk around a little bit. So I do appreciate your guys' patience with that. Let's see here. Tools. Probably shouldn't have clicked that, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna put the Certus here. I think with this Certus, we may have lucked out, and I think that might be enough to make a C. It is. So we basically have unlimited Certus now, so that's great. That's great. And you need the Certus essence to make the presses. So we have a really good start on A2. Obviously, A2 is not going to get unlocked until we get into Energized Power. And that's going to require silicone. A silicone seed. Yo! Brock Lesnar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow here over on Twitch. I do see your message, but I do apologize. I cannot type in chat because I need both hands to play the game. So we can't get into a blast furnace and make steel until we get magma creams. Really, this is very hinge dependent on chickens. Chickens are such a pain because we need the chickens in order to do a better mob farm that reliably makes Enderman. We need the chicken to feed it the egg. But there is a problem with that also because we need a way of collecting essence via the mob crusher. But you need pink slime. So you need the mob slaughter factory. Which is all energized power. Or memory essence. Holy crap. What is happening? This guy. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. This guy is crazy. What? How did he even get out? Where'd he come from? Where did he come from? Where did he go? I don't know. I don't know. This is an iron sword, so it needs to be repaired with iron. Why does it seem like there's a lot of light in there? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold 1 minute. Are you telling me we got an Enderman? Which would explain the light levels because he took a piece of something. He took a piece of something. What did he take? What did he take? He took something and left a hole. He took what? Why is there light in there? What does appear to be the problem in the mob farm? what does appear to be the issue? Can I get up here? With my jump boost? My anti-grav? Not quite. Alright, where's the issue? I don't know. What's the problem? So put that there. Put that there. It's night vision. I forgot I have night vision on. I forgot I had night vision on. That explains why I can see. I don't think that's necessary, those slabs being there. Okay. So we got an ender pearl. What, pray tell, does the ender pearl allow for us? We've wanted an ender pearl for so long. Avoid upgrade. Don't think that was it. A builder, useful in some places, once again not in. I believe it was for an absorption hopper. What is this? Storage link? Nope. I believe it was for an absorption hopper. The magic's nice also. What are you? XNet. Ooh. I don't think that's what I think it is, but okay. Or a basic item collector. But no, I seriously believe we needed it for an. I thought it was for a hopper. Excuse me. Yes, one ender pearl plus some blaze powder. Which I think we can get from this, right? Oh, we would need 2 of them. Oh, we have some blaze. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna very carefully put that in that chest. I do not want to accidentally use that for something else. Because that would be tragic. Put this stuff away. We want... Nope. In here, we want that there. The bow can go in that. Backpack, I guess, can go in there. Why do I have armor in here? That's not where armor goes. In theory, the backpack shouldn't go in there either. It should go in here. Alright, let's get rotten flesh plus our that there. Go ahead and stack anything stackable. Blank rune, I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even sure where a blank rune would go. Guess it would go in there. And also, now that I'm seeing this, these spider drops can go in there. Arrows, boom. Okay, that gives us our full kit and caboodle. There's that. I sincerely apologize, guys. I do feel bathroom break approaching. Not my intentions at all. Not know this was gonna happen. But I do feel a bathroom break approaching. Pressure tube. Armor. 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 Saddles. I think that's it. For that chest. For tools. Got some there. One there. Where else? Any more tools? Not that I can see. Name tags, I believe we're going in there. We'll consider the ink sacks, mob drops. I don't know if I was putting coal in here or not. Then we got our basic stuff in here. The string definitely is a mob drop. Go ahead and correct that issue right now. So many music discs. So many music discs. The ingots and the cobalt probably don't need to be in here. The molten core, I knew we had another one. That stuff can go in there. Go ahead and go to sleep here real quick. Grab the gold, the golden apple. Gold can go in here. The redstone. Oh no, we have another fill up. We do with appetite. Appetite is our next issue. Not a huge deal. Cobblestone, we don't really need. The essence can go in there. What else? What's our hold up here? We definitely need I want to make it a sophisticated barrel. I'm not sure if I make it a sophisticated barrel, if it retains its sophisticated barrelness as it levels up. The best way for me to check that, looks like it does. How much gold I have in there? Nice enough. Okay. The totems aren't necessarily the issue. It's gonna be the gems that are gonna need their own area. More than likely. Chance cubes. Probably the music discs also. You can go ahead and throw those in here. Chance cubes go in here. Once again, it is $1 or 100 bits for chance cubes. We have yet to hit that mark, so eventually I will do that, but not yet. I will find an area and set up an area for that. Fluix. We can also make a Fluix seed as well. Skystone, I don't know if there's a use for this. I don't know if you can... Yeah, you can crush it into the dust. Is there a use for the dust other than turning it back into Skystone? Making Skystone ingots, which you need for the 256k. Okay. So you should probably keep some. We'll take our Skystone chest and compressed stone. I didn't even know we picked that up. Take our Skystone, put it all in there. Let's take our press, put it in there. Let's grab our Fluix and our Certus, put it all in there. Makes sense for all that to be in an applied chest. Don't need these. Always don't need the cobblestone. Probably don't really need the dirt at this point either. The furnaces, I do believe, are still handy. Keep around. Just don't know. Guess we can classify them in here. The soul lantern, same deal. Barrels, same. Barrels can go over here. Okay. And mana steel. That's a find. Nice. That's pretty good stuff there. The first thing I want to do is we're gonna need to make a tank. It's probably gonna have to be this guy, which is rough because the redstone requirement. And apparently the osmium requirement also. How am I getting osmium? Is that only from the nether? It might be only from the nether. We have just enough to make the one tank. But there's other tanks, right? There's the singularity tank. which is a lot cheaper. We'll probably use that. We are going to need some obsidian. So it's a good thing we got this. And we can basically take one of these. And how does that work? It has... Okay. That's what I thought. So I need... 3? 3 total. Love it when I don't mess it up. Love it. So we got the obsidian we need. We need a hopper. Okay, we got the hopper. Excuse me, I do apologize. I need the 1 ender pearl to be melted in here. Need to turn that off. Take that out. I need a single powder. This will give me my Eye of Enda. Now, there's our absorption hopper. You'll love to see it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that guy right there. See how that works? This works perfectly. We want it to go to the west. I want to go. Well, let's hide the area. And then we're gonna want probably a diamond barrel below, or maybe a tank below, a diamond barrel up top. I guess that would work as well. That would work as well. So there's a barrel. We're gonna want to make it sophisticated. Just enough iron there. I do not believe we currently have the gold necessary. So that can be remedied. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then once that gold gets done, we'll be good to go there. Go ahead and sleep. This does not prevent us from eating the chicken. That is very unfortunate, but that is the truth. We still need the chicken. Because I also need more iron, don't I? I have 1. And for the singularity tank, I think I need 4. We still need the chicken to upgrade the farm, so that way we're getting slimes. We're also gonna need glass. 5 glass, but we can have 1 extra, I guess. Alright, this is in a cross pattern. Irons around the outside. Alright. So, yes, I want the tank underneath. And I want that, so we want items up, down, fluid. Beautiful. So we still need the chicken to use to feed it to upgrade it. Backpack is finally empty. Put our iron back in there. The ladders can go in there probably. This could probably upgrade to a diamond at this point. If I do diamond, I need 6 glass total, 2 diamonds, and a gold. There we are. Let me grab 6 more glass, 2 more diamonds, the gold, so we can upgrade this chest also. Even though it may not necessarily be needed, we will need to in the future. But now we no longer have to check on the mob farm. It's automatically doing all the work for us. We just need to check it every now and then for any possible loot that we may want. Whether it be totems, pants, what have you. How's our jetpack looking? Almost up to 3 mil. Almost up to 3 mil. Okay, so we still need these. We don't need that anymore or that anymore, which is great. So now we're just down to those. And then, what else? What else? Definitely want to look into getting, we come here. We want to get into energized power. For sure. Requires silicone. This one is gotten from nether quartz. So we can do that. The lead and the copper we have already. It's the agglomeratio that's holding us up. Nether wart is in Botania, sure. We could also use create with nether wart blocks if we find a crimson forest. But we're also limited by chickens. How many skulls of the skeleton variety do we currently have? 2. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like I'm putting skulls in other places. That's what that sounded like. I putting skulls in other places? 2 does not... Yep, I was. Five. I think we need 6. So we're still 1 short there. We could now also... We have unlimited, essentially unlimited XP at this point. We could also work on an XP tab, which would allow us potentially to start putting on some of these totems that we actually want. For example, regen is a big one. We definitely want regen. What else? Probably fire resist. I don't know if I have any. I already have fire resist. Never mind. Strength, perhaps. I already have 1 strength as well. But I know there's multiple levels of that. Magnetize might be good. Resistance. Meh. Saturation would be really good if I could get saturation. I'd never have to worry about eating again. But we do not have saturation currently. We do not currently have saturation. So if we make a tap, pretty easy at this point to make that. Not too difficult. Okay, do not... Don't sort the bonsai pot, because then everything ends up in your inventory. Everything ends up in your inventory if you sort the bonsai pot. Noted? Noted. So there's 8 iron, and then we need a piece of cobble. And a bucket of water. Oh, crap. Okay. Give me another piece of cobble. Put that there, and then it's like this, like that, like that. Sure. What? There. That's beta. Probably a little more confusing than it needed to be. See how much we get from that. 13 levels. And if I take night vision off, that brings us up to 19 levels. Regen's probably in the 20s. 26, magnetize, 17. You see how that works? Now we can put that there. Magnetize does what? Yeah, attract nearby items. That's what I thought. So let's put night vision back on. Put the old night vision back on because I like to see into the mob farm. Assuming that's off. Alrighty. We'll put regen in our backpack because that's one of the ones that we definitely want. Just want to make sure there's strength, strength. We only need one fire resist. I don't even know what conduit power does. Power stealer makes things run away, I think. Pace is kind of whatever. Step assist is kind of whatever. Jump boost, whatever. Okay, cool. So these are really the only ones we want currently. If I take this off, should be able to put strength 1 on. Do strength 1 off. Take night vision, put it back on. Okay. Take night vision, put it back off. Strength 1, put it back on. Strength 1, take it off. Night vision, put it on. There we are. Okay, yes. Making sure that that was off. It is off. Fantastic. Where's this guy looking? 3,000, almost 4,000. Okay, so we already have this. We want the basic machine frame, which means we need to go around the nether. The best way for us to get around the nether is going to be the jetpack. We're also going to want fire resist. We're also going to want fire resist for that. We're going to want our sword, probably our hammer, maybe some plaster. Our armor is not the best. We can only take a few more hits. But if I get the fire resist on, which is what? 17? If I get the fire resist on, then it should be okay. For the most part. So let's go ahead. I don't know. I'm kind of lost right now. I want that to keep charging. But there's a good chance I can get some levels and stuff from going other places. What we could do... So the biggest risk right now is dying and losing the levels we have currently. Right? That's the biggest risk to our future development right now. As of the moment. Which is a little nerve-wracking. We definitely don't want to throw it all away. We know for sure that this area down here is not going to work. I also know that I have a bad tendency of trying to get down here and falling to my death. So, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take it slow. Take it real slow. Come on down. See all these dogs? Not useful. Not useful to us, unfortunately. We know no chickens will spawn here because of the biome. Which means all the time wasted waiting doesn't work. Doesn't work. Be very careful here. What's my pickaxe durability? 46 might be more than that's capable of. We'll get as much as we can. As far as I know, I cannot currently equip magnetize. Oh! I guess I can. I still lost most of that dirt. With the magnetized. Okay, just to be safe, I don't want to risk it, right? Why risk death when you can just fly and teleport away? Definitely want night vision on. It's a big help. Put this stuff back on. We're up to 2 buckets in here, which is great. Is that going to get us enough for fire resist? It will if I take night vision off. I can put fire resist on. I can put jump boost on. I'm just short of night vision, which night vision in the nether, very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Trying to think how I can eke out some more levels. I'm thinking alloying might do it. Obviously, waiting for the mob farm would do it as well. Did I turn this off? Looks like I did. Smelting would probably do it. What do I have a lot of that I can smelt? 10. Oh, we do have quite a bit of osmium. I just wasn't aware because I forgot they have 2 different kinds of osmium in this pack. I feel like before, one of the osmiums was not in, like, it was blacklisted from spawning. Oof. We're not getting too much from doing that, which is unfortunate. Definitely not as much as I thought we were gonna get. We're gonna need to smelt. We know for sure at least 9, but let's do 18 to be safe. Yeah, this is... I forgot how badly they nerfed the furnace XP. What is it? Is it 17 levels for night vision? 14. So we're actually almost there. We're actually almost there. Ooh, the silicon's quite a bit of XP though. Silicon, silicone, still don't know which. We're almost there. Okay, is that going to allow me, or do I need to be up to 15? I need to be up to 15, or at least a little bit into 14. Okay, is that enough? Nope. The added benefit of doing this is it extra preserves our levels, right? If all of our levels are tied into abilities, then we can always take the abilities off. Boom. We have fire resist, night vision. Doesn't sound like much, right? It doesn't sound that useful. But for nether exploration, pretty useful. Pretty useful. We're up to 4 million in there. Let's try to get it up to 5. And then we'll go out for another journey. In the meantime, we should also be checking in here. Making sure that doesn't get filled up. Still can't believe how long it took us to get an Enderman to spawn in there. Because we never got a chicken. Finish this off. Let's get a stack of iron going as well. That'll be helpful in the future. Okay. Let's check. We're almost to 5. We need 500,000 RF to go. We're getting our iron. We need lead and copper. I know it's not in even proportions, but might as well smelt it up anyway. Yeah, lead's barely anything also. He's really nerfed what you get from the furnaces from smelting the raw material. Which makes sense. I don't fault him for it. Some lead plates. Okay. So now we're pretty much ready to go. We just need the jetpack. And then we're gonna have to go find a fortress or something. We have 5 mil? Not quite. Of course, we get another ender pearl and a potato. Of course. We waited so long to get those. Of course, now they're going to come in, no problem. Like everything's hunky-dory. That's how this game be. When you need it, it doesn't give it to you. And then you finally get one after a long time of waiting. And then it gives it to you all over the place. That's okay. We can always use more pearls. How's this looking? Alright, I'm gonna call it good there. I'm gonna call it good there. We have fire resist. We have night vision. We have water breathing. We have 4 million. In our jetpack. I have the engine turned off right now. Just a mental reminder to myself. Okay. I'm gonna want something. There. Okay. Let's get up a level. That's a blaze. Less scary now. Because we have fire resist. I'm gonna want to come down here. Turn my engine on. And this is gonna be my exit. There's a fortress right there. How convenient is that? I just need... There's also soul soil, which I'm pretty sure we can get into sand. This is all we need. This is all we need right here. Boom. Boom. Flight? Nope. I don't know if we have that. Wasn't risking that. He almost killed me in one hit. He almost killed me in one hit there, so we kind of got what we needed there. We got some soul sand, we got some nether wart. Okay. Okay. No, you might fault me for running, but we weren't doing much damage. We got what we needed, and we got it. Safety first, preserve the levels. I don't regret my choice. And that did not take me nearly as long as I thought it was going to. That's great. Put that jetpack back on the charger. Reminder, we do not have flight. We do not have flight right now. Anything interesting in here? Some swords. Okay. Now, if we can find our crop sticks, which I believe were over here. We can start growing the nether wart. Sorry. And some, I don't know, indigestion? Not sure what that is. Anyway, we can use a tinted glass and some dirt, probably, and start growing this nether wart. In fact, well, we don't have a good way to get down there, so just put it right here. Come like this. Do a little bit of that. Put that there. Crop sticks down. Nether wart in. And dirt on top. That should start growing. If I take fire resistance off, let's put bone mealer. I thought we could put bone mealer on. Like we need a few bits of experience more. There we are. Get bone mealer on. And that should help this, right? Yeah. Yep, that works. I don't particularly remember when it's fully grown. That might be it. Yep, it is. And now it should grow a bit faster. But anyway, we have nether wart. We have soul sand. We have netherrack. We actually have quite a bit of netherrack. We just need to smelt it. Get 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Is there another way for us to make this? Is this a duplication thing? Conjuration? Haunting? We could haunt sand to get more soul sand. That might be worth setting up. That might be worth setting up. Let's go ahead and save 1 soul sand. In fact, we'll put all that in there. And then it's this, that, that, and that. There's 2 of those. Give me my silicone. Give me my lead. Give me my copper. The lead is going to go here. Silicone. Here. That is there. That is there. And I need another cobalt. That's unfortunate. Oh, you cannot do that in there. It has to be in the hob. You do not have a choice in the matter, even though you thought you did. And there should be extra, yeah, that's what I thought. So this should make 4 in total by the end of it. Basic machine frame. There is a rack. I think that is our first claimed rack that we've gotten so far. I felt like we deserved it. Coal engine is kind of whatever. The advanced machine frame, we need this guy here first. Which is another block of silicon plus 2. A few more copper plates and an iron plate. So that is doable. Even though slightly painful. Slightly painful there. We have copper. We have iron. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's to get our block. But then I need another plus 2. So there's that. That'll get us this, that. We already have that. Then we just need the plates. These plates right here. Get the iron plates first. Then the copper. Now we have that. Just waiting on the silicone once again. Somebody please tell me, is it a long O or a short O? I always thought silicone had an E at the end. No, oh, it's because I'm in the diamond furnace. I decided to pull everything out of my hotbar. Weird interactions. Weird interactions with blocks. There's our block, machine frame, there's a block, there's our copper plates, there's our iron plates, 1 silicon own, 2. Why do what? I just have these flipped around and charger. So now, we take that guy, put that there, take that, connect it there. And then we're gonna need some Kappa. If I remember right, we actually need quite a bit of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some smelting up. To start with, it only asks us for 1. But, like, to get here, you need 4. And then this is something poured on something else. Magma on the cobalt ingot. Magma is magma block. Surprisingly, we never found. But, oh, this is also slightly automatable as well. If we take a couple hoppers, and once we upgrade the charger, we can actually, yeah, this takes a lot of power. So each of these are getting 33? How's that work? I want to make sure I'm getting this correct. If this gets fully charged, it should stop receiving power, and this should get the rest. Trying to see how much power we're at. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that's what I was seeing. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. For sure. But if we get the Energizer, which requires a compressor, which actually doesn't require much, right? But Electrocity's fine, gold plates are fine. It does require the advanced. So there is that. So we're actually gonna need 7 of those guys. So it's a good thing I'm making 8 right now. But if we get this guy, it drastically cuts the power requirements in order to make this energized copper, which would speed up the process of making more of these. Obviously, we still need the magma for these. We still need the magma for these, as well as probably some more cobalt. So it's not terrible. And we definitely, I mean, so I don't know why this is locked behind. It's not that big of a deal to make. But either way. We definitely want this energizer for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and bookmark this as our next quest. We don't need that one bookmarked. And then we're gonna want the energizer after that. But even before all that, we need the compressor. So it's actually, let's see, I want to get these in order. I need the compressor, not necessarily first, but it is easier to make. So yes, and then the advanced machine frame next, and then the energizer after that. So we are definitely going to have to spend more time in the Nether. We are going to want to put back on fire resist. Is there something we can do with 14 jump boost? Just to once again preserve the levels that we're getting as much as possible. We don't need the jump boost on, but for preservation reasons. So we're definitely going to need a lot more silicon own. The pistons we can cross when we get there. It shouldn't be that bad. If I remember correctly, I believe these are just, yeah, that's at this point not that bad. At this point, not that bad. Yeah, yep. But guys, that is our 2.5 hour mark. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. We're gonna go ahead and call it there for the night. That oh, that was a zombie over in our actual mob farm. I thought it was down below somewhere. We're gonna go ahead and call it there for the night. We did make a lot of progress today. And we will see you guys all next time.